What's up everybody, it's TKE, and today I'm going to be doing an Orlando Magic rebuild. So I had a comment from Watermail83 that asked if I would do this and build the team around Mo Bamba, Markelle, Fultz, and Jonathan Isaac. He said to boost Jonathan Isaac's tendencies up so he can score more. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to keep it as is. So basically what I'm going to do is just build a team around those three players and then try to win a championship by the end of at least the third year. I'm hoping to do it sooner, but we'll see. So if you guys are not subscribed, please make sure to do that. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. We're over 500, so get me to 1,000. I would really appreciate it. Also, make sure to like this video if you do enjoy it. And then make sure to come back for every other video because I think I'm making pretty good stuff and I think you guys would enjoy it. So come back, check it out. But other than that, let's get into the video. So I'm doing start today, so we're going to start March 10th when the NBA was suspended, and I'm just going to simulate the rest of the season before I do anything. We're past the trade deadline, so I can't do anything like that. So I'll just simulate the season and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in the off season. Season wrapped up. We ended up 500, 41-41 record. Giannis is our MVP. Ja Morant won Rookie of the Year. Montrez, sixth man, Defensive Player of the Year, went to Kawhi as it always does. Bam is most improved, and then Frank Vogel is the Coach of the Year. And I'm guessing we aren't going to see anybody on any of these teams. Nope, so we will advance. And we actually did make the playoffs. I said C in the offseason, but we made the playoffs. We have the 7th seed, and we're going up against Toronto. So I'm just going to simulate the round. We'll see what happens. We're probably going to lose, but we'll see what happens, and we'll go on from there. Oh, we're actually up 2-0. 3-0. Oh, wow. We won the whole first round. That's crazy. Okay, now we're got to go up against Boston, so we'll simulate this round as well. Is this team like God tier or what? 3-1. And we move on to the conference finals. That is crazy. The 8th seed also won. Wow. There's a lot of upsets. The 3, 5, 7, and 8 all won. So 3 upsets in the first round. And 3-1, 3-2. 3-3, and we're in the final. This is insane. I didn't even do anything. Okay, just so you guys know, like, everything's at 50. I don't change anything like that, so this is insane. I didn't even, like, touch this team either, so if we win the championship, this is insane, but I'm still going to rebuild the team because I think they're... Okay, good. We didn't win. So the Clippers won. Kawhi won MVP. I don't know how we made it to the finals because that team is not that good, but we'll get into the offseason and we'll start this rebuild and actually make a team that can win the championship. That was a total fluke. I have no idea what happened there. We'll go to the draft lottery. We don't have a pick, I don't believe. Yeah, nope, we only have our own pick. So we will end up with the 16th pick, which is pretty good, right outside the lottery, and we just went to the finals, so that's like the best thing possible, I guess. Need to get a CFO, so we'll throw in this guy. And we need a scout, so I want Cuba Gooding. Cuba. And trainer, I want somebody with really good potential. I'll do Clark. And we'll throw him a bag, because I want to have as many possible training camps. So we'll throw him like 250. And are we going to get our scout or a CFO? And we hired CFO and scout. Okay, so we're good. Now let's get into the draft and we will see what player we can select, or maybe we'll trade our pick with someone. So I have to trade everybody this offseason besides our 3 guys right here. So I can trade, so I got to keep Jonathan Isaac, Markelle, Fultz, and Mo Bamba, so I can trade Gordon, Vucevic, and anybody else. So I might throw like Vucevic this first round pick and see what we can get in this draft. Tobias in a first round pick. So let's see, we have a small forward, power forward, and Isaac, a center, and a point guard. So we need like a shooting guard and either a small forward or a power forward. So trying to see what I can get. D'Angelo Russell, but we already have a point guard. Zach LaVine would be a good shooting guard, I think. And then we also bring in Felicio and we lose our first round pick. I'm not sure how I feel about that for sure. I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and See what I can also get for Aaron Gordon quick while we're here at the draft with our 30th pick. Oh, we have the Lakers pick. Oh, that's good. Wow, so I could bring in like Tobias Harris to run small forward for us and get rid of Felicio again. I think I'll do that. Oh, we had the Lakers second round pick. Okay, that makes more sense. So I just traded Aaron Gordon. I also got rid of Vucevic, but I brought in Tobias Harris and Zach LaVine. By the way, this is not a realistic rebuild at all. This is strictly like fantasy world, like whatever. Obviously, these moves are not going to be realistic for real life, but we don't have any rookies to sign. And team player options, we will decline. Should I bring back Fournier? Oh no, he declined his player option. Okay, and we'll let Melvin Frazier come back. Qualifying offers, we'll extend it to a one-do, and then we'll get into free agency and see what we can do there. So can we afford anything? Not really. Yeah, we can't really afford anything. So I might throw like an offer to like Tyreek Evans maybe. Take it down a little bit, about $6 million. And maybe we'll throw Darren Collison an offer to be the backup point guard. And that's about all I think I'm going to do. Looks like both of them are going to agree. I wanted to accept his qualifying offer. And we get to player progression. LaVine's up to an 86. Tobias Harris is an 85. Isaac's up to an 83. Bamba's an 81. And Fultz is an 80. And then we got these guys on the roster as well. Training camps, we have 2 available. So I think I want to send untapped potential probably to like Markelle. And then also untapped potential to Mo Bamba. And he's up to an A+. Okay, we're good. We'll get into the season, and we might make some more trades, finish out the bench a little bit, but our starting lineup looks pretty nice. Need to have at least 14 players. I'll just let them sign for me. And now we will look at our game plan. So starting lineup's pretty good. Ross, Collison. So we need some help off the bench, but I have a decent amount of picks still. I want to see who our coach is. I should have looked at that in the offseason. Steve Clifford, he is not great. We'll fire Steve Clifford. We'll bring in Aiden Anderson this time. Balanced coach. He accepts the offer. All right. We'll see what Terrence Ross and a first-round pick can bring us. I'm pretty much just going to try and get the bench a little bit better for this season and then develop our rotation a little bit and see what we can do for next season. There's not a lot here. I could bring in Rashawn Holmes to be a backup center and then Alec Burks as well, which wouldn't be bad, honestly. So maybe that's what I'll do. So we definitely need a backup power forward that's not Al-Farouq Aminu. So I'm going to try and build a trade for someone. So I'm going to look at some players and see what we can get. So I could bring in Omari Spellman and Jake Layman for Darren Collison. I could switch Spellman to a power forward. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Kind of sucks giving up Collison, but... So I could bring Darren Collison back with Teodosic, but I saw Patrick Beverly here and the second-round pick, so we'll do that. Okay, so I was thinking about it, and Tobias Harris makes a ton of money, and I'm going to have to re-sign Jonathan Isaac and Fultz after this season, so I'm just going to see what I can get for Tobias and, like, a future first-round pick. This one's really calling my name, but it's a lot of money. CJ is also... Oh, he's on the last year of his deal. Chris Middleton will be around, so we'll do this one. So now this is what the rotation will look like. Fultz, LaVine, Middleton, Isaac, Bamba, Spellman, Holmes, Burks. Switch those two. Spellman, Burks, and Patrick Beverly. And then Ersan Ilyasova will not be getting any minutes. And we'll run a bench depth of 9. And I will simulate this season and see how things are going. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season and we'll check if we make the playoffs. I'm assuming we will and everything. But... probably won't make it to the finals this year like we did last year. That was kind of a fluke. So we were a little bit better than we were last season. We're 43 and 39. Giannis is MVP. Oh shoot, I skipped through some. Oh well. And then this is the All-NBA first team, second team, third team. Doesn't look like we had anybody, but we'll advance. We'll look at the stats quick before the season gets on. Or the playoffs get on. So LaVine 24, Middleton 21, Fultz 18, Bamba 11. decent numbers. Jonathan Isaac's numbers are not good, but it's whatever. He's an 81 overall. And we ended up being the 7th seed again, so we'll simulate the first round and we'll see what happens. We're down 1-0. Tied 1-1. Down 2-1. Down 3-1. 3-2. And we get eliminated, which I expected. So I'll just simulate the rest of the playoffs and we'll see who wins the championship, everything like that. I didn't expect to go to the finals last year, and I really didn't expect to this year either. But the team is definitely, I think, better off now than they were. But Bamba and Fultz are both coming off the books, I'm pretty sure, if Bamba doesn't accept his player option, which I'm guessing he doesn't because he probably wants to get his bag. So it's going to be tough to bring them all back this summer, but that's what we're going to have to do. The Warriors end up winning. I think Steph Curry was the finals MVP, as you saw. And we will just simulate to the draft. I believe we have our 2nd round draft pick. I'll just see who we can get with our 2nd round draft pick. We end up with pick 48. And I don't know who we want. Maybe CJ Walker Jr. That's who we're going to draft. From Oregon. Okay, so we have a team option on Bamba. Okay, I thought it was a player option, but a team option makes a lot more sense. So we're obviously going to accept that. And we'll accept Spellman's as well. And then qualifying offers are extended to Markelle Fultz. So he's restricted, so we can match any offer that he gets, which is just what I'm going to do. Okay, Jonathan Isaac is not interested in negotiating with us at all. What? Okay, if I can't bring him back, like I literally can't. Maybe I'll try and trade for him. Okay, so Markelle Fultz is accepting an offer from the Pelicans, and we will match that offer. Okay, so Jonathan Isaac does not appear to be on the team anymore. We still have Fultz and Bamba, who's up to an 84. Middleton and Levine also go up. Spellman's up to an 80. So we'll go to training camps. I have like nobody on my roster, so I'm gonna have like complete bum players. I didn't sign anybody in free agency because I kind of screwed that one up. So we'll send like big man offense to Mo Bamba and then untapped potential to Markelle Fultz again. And we'll look at the roster. We'll see like who's actually on it and what it looks like. This is not going to be good though. So the rotation's okay. We need a little bit of help down here. But then we definitely are pretty good in our starting lineup. So I'm going to see if I can trade like Ilyasova. And then does anybody make an okay amount of money? Patrick Beverly, 1st round pick. And see what we can get for those guys. I'm sure there's something for them. So we'll do the George Hill, Jeremy Lamb trade. Enes Kanter would be a good backup center off the bench. And then I bring in another 1st round pick. Harry Giles would also be good. I'll do this Enes Kanter trade, I think. Yeah, and then we'll bring in that pick as well. I would like to get someone better for Tony Snell. But he probably has like absolutely no trade value. And we'll throw you this first in the future. What can I get for you, Tony Snell? Duncan Robinson could play small forward for us off the bench, I think. Which is probably what we'll end up doing. We'll also bring in another 1st round pick. And should I switch him to a small forward or should I just leave him as he is? He goes up to an 80, so we'll definitely do that. Okay, sick. So, game plan. Fultz, Levine, Middleton, Spellman, Bamba, Kanter, Hill, Robinson, Burks. And I'm going to look into trading like either Zach LaVine or Chris Middleton and just seeing what offers there are. Okay, so I could get Jonathan Isaac back if I trade Middleton, a 1st round pick, and Enes Kanter. And I also bring in Barrett, which I'm not going to be doing. I could bring in De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. Paul George and Mitchell Robinson, I'm definitely going to do that trade. Or Shea and Chris Paul. There's actually some really good trades here. So Shea and Chris Paul, point guard and a shooting guard. We have Fultz and Levine. But if I did this trade, Paul George can run small forward for me, and then Mitchell Robinson can run center, and we move Mo Bamba to power forward. Yeah, so Mo Bamba will go to power forward for us. And he should jump up quite a bit. Yep, 89. So rotation now looks very nice. We have Bamba, we have Robinson. Okay, so I was messing around a little bit. I can trade Paul George for Brandon Ingram. I'm going to do it. Paul George, he let me down in my Clippers rebuild against Crispy a couple days ago, and I don't really want him on my team. So I'm going to do it for Brandon Ingram. So the last thing I'm doing now is I'm just throwing like the remainder of my picks onto people and seeing if I can trade for them. Like I just traded for Norman Powell there, and I'll go and maybe throw like, I like Duncan Robinson, but if we throw these two first round picks in the future on him, see if maybe we can get anything to play back. Clint Capella. I might do that just because Capella off the bench would be really nice. I don't even know who I have as my backup center, to be honest with you, but if we can get Clint Capella to come off the bench, we don't really need a backup center. So backup center was looking like, yeah, we didn't even have one. It was just Spellman. So now we don't have a backup small forward, but Norman Powell runs backup small forward, and we have Ingram who's playing a bunch of minutes anyway. So that's what the rotation is going to be. We will simulate the season. I will catch you guys at the end of it, and hopefully I built us a championship roster. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 59 wins for our Magic this season. Giannis on the Heat wins MVP, and Cade Cunningham is your Rookie of the Year, six-man Bowl, and Giannis also Defensive Player of the Year. Wiseman was Most Improved, and then Aiden Anderson, who's our coach, wins Coach of the Year. And doesn't look like we have anybody on any of the All-NBA teams. Defensive team, we don't have anybody, and we also don't have any rookies. So we end up as the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. I'll show you some stats quick before we get too far on. And Levine, 24 points. Fultz, 24 points. Really good season from him. 23 for Ingram. Capella off the bench, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Bamba, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Good season from him. And then Robinson had 10 and 10 off the bench. Spellman did pretty well. So I like this team a lot. Just to make sure the rotation is at 9. And it is. So we will go up against the Miami Heat, who have Giannis. And we will see how this goes. We go up 1-0. We go up 2-0. 3-0. I can't believe we're beating Giannis this easily. 4-0 Giannis. Okay. I want to see... I just want to see who else is on the team. Dennis Schroeder, Dragic, Hero, Butler. I don't know how they're that bad to be only an 8th seed. Usually Giannis is good enough to at least be like a 4 seed by himself. Now we're going up against Charlotte. I want to check who's on Charlotte's team quick before we get too far. We're up 1-0. Devontae Graham, Josh Richardson, Jonathan Kuminga, Bol, and Rudy Gobert. So that's a good team. But luckily we don't run through our center, so Rudy can't really stop that. We got Mitchell Robinson and Clint Capella, so they're not real big scoring threats. So we will simulate this round and see what happens. We're up 2-0, 3-0. And we 4-0'd the Charlotte Hornets, and now we are going to be going up against, it looks like, Boston. So Boston, I'm sure they still have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Yep, Kemba, Jaylen Brown, Hayward, Tatum, Williams. Same team they have right now. This is going to be our biggest test so far in these playoffs, but I think we're a better team. So let's simulate the first game. Okay, we lose our first game of the playoffs, and tied it back up 1-1, down 2-1, tied 2-2, up 3-2. And we win. We go up to the finals against the Lakers. What's their team looking like now? Jalen Suggs, Minnesota born and raised. I like him a lot. Derek White, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Aleksej Pokusevski. He's a rookie in he's going in the draft in real life this year. And he suppose he has a lot of potential as like a point center kind of player. But we will simulate this round. The Lakers end up as the 6th seed. We're up 2-1, up 3-1. And we do it. We end up with a 16-3 record throughout the playoffs. We are your champions. Brandon Ingram, Finals MVP, 31 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. We'll check some playoff stats quick. And Levine, 26 points. Ingram, 25 points. Fultz, 20. Bamba, 14. Robinson, 10. Spellman, 10. So very good season for us. We ended up winning the championship in our third season. We did the Start Today season where we went to the finals and lost. And then we ended up being the 7th seed and lost last year. Now we end up winning the finals. So very successful season for us, rebuild for us. I can't remember his name now, but thank you to whoever commented for me to do this. I had a lot of fun. Sorry I couldn't keep Jonathan Isaac, but like I said, he could not even negotiate a contract with me because he didn't want to. I still built around Fultz and Bamba and then brought in some other really good players to help us out. And I think I built a killer team. If you guys did like this video, make sure to like it. Also, make sure to subscribe. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten in the last few weeks. And other than that, it's been TKE. It has been real. Peace out.